Good morning, friends. Happy 4th of July. I know I'm a day late. I just got back from a week-long trip in Michigan, and it was the best vacation I could have asked for. And I can't wait to go back, honestly. If it didn't get so cold, I'd move there. So I am shuffling the cards right now, and before I start laying them out, I want to talk about something that has been coming through to me this morning as I was cooking breakfast. So, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is in the business of redirecting people right now. And what I mean by this is people are being shifted. We're being shown what's important to us right now, and this will lead to people being left behind, basically. So people are shifting into this new awareness, this new consciousness, and it is causing them to kind of review where they've been, what they've been doing. And with this is going to come people breaking off relationships or situations or just friendships. People are realizing who is and isn't going to follow them or be there for them on this next part of the journey. And some people are simply being removed because it's not for their best interest. None of this is personal. I want to make that very clear that none of this is personal. And if you are one of the people that get quote unquote left behind, just know that you are being separated from this person or situation because both of you need to go in different directions for now. And it's for your own good, it's for your healing and sobriety. I feel like that's a big thing, and it has been for the last couple of weeks, is seeing and hearing how people cleaning their lives up is what is important right now. And this is going to cause a lot of shifts and turns and twists for their relationships and be very eye-opening to people who thought people were their friends. You're going to realize that they weren't your friends. And I'm sorry, but again, it's not personal. It's for your own healing and it's for everybody's well-being. So let's see what the cards have in store for us today. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull some clarification so we can get an idea of the whole story. But right now, it's looking a little, it looks like it's fitting right into what I was saying, but we'll see. Okay, so first we have indecision clarified by hope in reverse. And across from this, we have envy with fulfillment of wishes. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of looking back at things and feeling and seeing things that weren't so obvious before, things that were kind of hidden, like looking through rose colored glasses. This indecision card with this hope reverse makes me feel like some people are trying to make this decision of which way I need to go, and either way looks hopeless or feels hopeless. Like if I go this way and I do this, like, oh, I can't do that. Like there's this lack of belief in their ability to change and overcome and achieve the goal. And then we have the envy with the fulfillment of wishes, which is looking back at other people and being jealous of where they are in their lives and how they got there. But you don't understand the struggle they went through to get to where they're going. And that's why the grass looks so green, is because they weren't open about their struggle. You just seen them go from point A to point B, and you're like, damn, I want to be at point B, but you have to do all the steps and all the struggles that you get from point A to point B. Well, let me rephrase it. You see them go from A to Z, okay? You got to go through all the other steps to get to Z from A. You can't just skip the journey and get to the destination and expect to have learned the lesson that you were supposed to learn in this entire thing. Okay, it takes work. And when you, and I said this the other, even the most hopeless of people can change their lives. People who you look at and be like, wow, they are a lost cause. They can change their lives. They just have to find that one thing that feels more important than their pain and suffering. And that one thing is their healing. You've got to find it, find a reason worth fighting for yourself, because you're worth it. We're all worth it. It doesn't matter who you are and what you've done. You are worth fighting for yourself and your soul level of freedom. Free yourself from your from your temptations and your bad habits and your coping mechanisms. Free yourself from the prison that you live in your brain, because you don't belong there. That shit does not belong with you. Drop it. Let it go. And I don't just mean, and I know it's not that easy, okay? It takes a lot of work to be able to let it go. But you have to deep dive into your heart and your soul and your being and do the work. Moving on to this deceit in reverse, followed by new beginnings. This is important. And I'm I'm losing all my words because it just, the intensity of this pair right here, because it is just screaming to me how easy it is to fall in line with our negativity and our pain and our trauma, and to wear it as a blanket like it is the only thing about us, that it is what defines us, okay? And it's so easy to step back into that. And when we step into that role and we stay in that role, the clarification card for this is new beginnings in reverse, just putting us back in the same cycle. We're going to repeat this cycle over and over and over and over again until we step off that track and step in alignment with who we are meant to be and the work that we are meant to do here. And it is crucial that we do not let our temptation, that's the deceit, that inner deceit, the way we self sabotage, if we don't let that self sabotage keep repeating, and we stay on our own ass and we stay stern with ourselves and we discipline ourselves and we make sure that we stay in track with our authenticity instead of our pain, we're going to be able to turn this new beginnings around, and we're going to be able to focus on what is important. We're going to focus on that destination, and all these challenges that we face in between are going to leave battle scars that make us proud, okay? Because our trauma left wounds that made us feel weak and broken and small. And when we get out there and we fight for ourselves, we fight for our healing, we fight for our soul, those are the wounds that we're happy to have. And be like, yeah, I got this one when I was deep in the trenches of my depression and I fought my way out. Okay. And I'm saying this with passion because I am passionate about our healing as people and as individual souls. I am so passionate about this because I used to be such a depressed and deprived person. And I did a lot of it to myself because instead of taking accountability for my healing and my role in life, I just blamed everybody. I was like, it's my parents' fault, it's my boss's fault, it's their fault, it's their fault. Nothing was my fault until I was like, wow. Like, first of all, I never stood up for myself. Second of all, I never I never knew how to let people treat me because I did not have any self-respect. I did not love myself. I let people walk all over me and then got mad about it. Okay? So like we've got to be passionate about ourselves. We got to feel like we are worthy enough to make it through this journey, because we are. And we are all capable of it. Even the most hopeless of people are capable of standing in their power and healing. Everybody. Okay? Then over here, our last card, we have the third chakra, the Archangel Chamuel, and then we have the emotional withdrawal in reverse. Okay. So our third chakra is our solar plexus. This is our willpower. This is our ability to do. And when we have this emotional withdrawal in reverse, it means that we are coming out of this state of isolation, of withdrawal, and we need to allow ourselves to feel all of those feelings instead of suppress them and choke them down. Because when we choke it down, when you feel yourself trying to cry or starting to cry, and you're like, I'm not gonna cry, you are choking down a physical emotion, and that emotion goes straight into your gut where your solar plexus is, and it's like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't feel this. because I won't allow myself to feel it. But when you allow yourself to feel that pain and you understand where it comes from and why you feel that way, and you just sit with it and you nurture yourself in that moment. Like, I don't care if you have to envision yourself holding yourself, like you are hugging, like there's two of you and they're hugging each other, or if you needed your mother to hold you that way, like envision that, imagine it, heal that part of you, so you don't have to relive that over and over and over again. Because, like I said, God is shifting us. We are coming into this place where we are being redirected. We are needing to focus on the more important things instead of the 3D things around us. We don't need to be focused on our coping mechanisms. We don't need to be focusing on the things that we wish we could change. We need to focus on the things that we can change now. We need to focus on our healing. We need to focus on our health and our well being and coming out of this state of living in our fear, in our coping mechanisms, in our bad behaviors, this deceit, this inner sabotage, that self-sabotage, we don't need that anymore. We need to move past that. And that's what we're here for. That's what this is about. This is the message for the weekend. It has been coming to me all morning. And like, if this resonates with you, if you feel that shift where you've had this moment of clarity where you see what's more important, y'all let me know, because I love any kind of feedback. It makes me feel like people are listening, people hear what I'm saying, and I'm not here to preach, I'm just here to deliver whatever message is coming through for the day. And our message for this week is our healing. How are you self-sabotaging yourself? In what ways could you change that? Instead of falling back into the same coping mechanism when you're triggered, how can you do something different? Ask yourself these questions. Y'all let me know down below. I love you all. I hope you all have a great week. And please let me know if this resonates with you. We can have a discussion about it. I'll talk to you later.